This is zombiu. zombiu obviously is a zombie game, but it has the core gimmick of the Wii U gamepad acting as your survival kit. Okay, hold on, before you go burning me at the stake for defending a game with gamepad controls as its main shtick, just let me explain. Surviving zombies is all about preparation and planning. The gamepad is used to manage your items and scan for enemies, taking your attention away from the main screen, which adds a huge layer of stress to the gameplay. You constantly have to look away from the main screen where the action is to do things on your gamepad, and that's not typically something you'd want to do when you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse and Larry is staring you down like you're a piece of meat.
Fucking love this bread.
That's the good part of it. The bad part of it is that the gamepad is used for every monotonous task like unlocking doors and aiming with long-range weapons like the sniper rifle and the crossbow. And these are garbage. Luckily, all the gamepad mechanics that did suck were pretty easy to just ignore, save for a mandatory turret sequence partway through the game. The main thing zombiu has going for it is the incredible... It's dark, it's quiet, Chuck E. Cheese is there, you gotta hit this little radar button to scan for threats, and when the silence is broken by the ping of a nearby zombie, your heart leaps into your throat, the music ramps up as you fight, your character screaming bloody murder as you club the zombie to death, and then the music cuts and you're left alone stressed out in the eerie silence once again. As intense as any given encounter can be... Aw, look at zombie ravioli, hey buddy. Aw, he wants to be in the video too? Alright, you go for it, pal. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Anyways, as intense as any given encounter can be, you can also trivialize them by finding a ledge or a crawl space to lure the zombies into for easy kill shots. It's kind of game breaking, but it's also just totally hilarious. They also give you an automatic radar scanner so you don't have to manually do it, which kind of kills the pressure of exploring a little bit, but is also great. Manually scanning would get stale really fast. But even with these exploitable mechanics and the auto scanner, you still have to be pretty careful of what you're doing. Fighting even just 2 zombies can be life or death, and dying results in... Anytime you die, you start as a new survivor back at your safe house with a cricket bat, 6 bullets, and a dream. You gotta track back to the dead survivor, kill whatever zombies got you in the first place, and the dead survivor you left behind to be able to get your stuff back. All of this really forces you to prepare and plan for each situation and encounter. You only have 6 equip slots. You're gonna want your pistol, your cricket bat, flashlight, and maybe a shotgun or AR for those sticky situations. But you also might want to heal or Molotov or flare to distract a big group. And you can't just whip out your bag and equip new items. Because of all of the inventory management being on your touchscreen, there's some extra steps and it takes extra time to actually equip anything. Just like it would be like in real life if you were rifling through your bag in the middle of a zombie attack. You gotta think about how you want to deal with each encounter and prep your slots accordingly, otherwise you're just gonna die. Or you could just do this.
Why you bullying me?
The map in this game is also very well designed. You can take shortcuts from each smaller area back to the safe house, but you can also explore between them all if you wanted. They split it up in a way that gives you smaller areas to explore, so it feels a little more bite-sized, but still have them all connected into more of an open world sort of deal. The game leads you in a linear fashion through each area with the narrative, but lets you explore a perfect amount for you to get your fill, and they all have multiple paths to explore that always end up leading back to more familiar areas. So anytime you explore off the beaten path, you're always going to get back to where you need to be for the story to progress. The manhole fast travel points kind of remind me of the bonfire setup in Dark Souls. What is this, the Dark Souls of zombie games? Oh, well, I guess it kind of is. As you first explore each area, you'll notice a few doors that are unavailable to you, but they put these there on purpose so that when you backtrack later, there's actually some more stuff to do and each area can be re-explored. And the world state saves between each survivor too, so if you do end up dying, you don't have to worry about re-killing all of the zombies you've already taken out. Personally, for me, it's the perfect amount of freedom and linearity. The zombies and item variety is also right in the sweet spot. We got zombies, angry zombies, puke zombies, police zombies, invisible lightning zombies, and this one dickhead that alerted these other zombies just to give me a hard time, and that's pretty much it. The basic zombies alone are tough enough to deal with, so too much variety would be well, too much. And the same goes for the items. We got landmines, molotovs, flares, wood planks, healing supplies, and hand grenades, and that's it. It's just enough to give you some options, but not so much that you get overwhelmed with trying to figure out what to keep in your bag and what to leave behind. You just leave behind the wood planks. What am I gonna do with wood in a zombie apocalypse? There's also a lot of small details like lifting your bag above your head in deep water and flares and molotovs not working in the water, and it just adds a lot of layers to a simple and easy game to understand. This game really isn't that complicated, but there's lots of little things going on that make it feel pretty in-depth. They didn't try and make any crazy innovations in the zombie genre, they instead just thought about how to make it feel a little more realistic. Like when climbing a ladder, a zombie can pull you down even if you're already halfway up. I did not expect that to happen. In this clip here, I thought I was safe because I was far enough up, but nope, the bastard grabbed my ankle and pulled me down anyways. It's these little additions to this game that make it as good as it is. Even with the different locations, they didn't try anything too nuts, but they just did it really well. Like this daycare you have to infiltrate to find some pills for this crazy dude and his son. You walk inside and all around you can hear zombie moans, creepy children's music, and when you get to the basement you can hear the awful ambience of children crying. You finally get the f*** out of there and you get back to the guy to give him his pills and he's there zombified eating his son. That's a little bit f***ed up. There's a few great moments like a crazy carnival leader that uses you for entertainment in a twisted game show. It helps break up the pace of the game a little bit, giving you something a little more action oriented, although he could shut the hell up about landmines. And there's also this zombie dance party where you can walk around unnoticed because of the noise. It's just a neat scenario to have in a zombie game. Zombiu is undeniably creepy and was high stress the whole time because of shit like this. I literally shot the zombie in the head with a magnum and he just finished his poop and came after me without even washing his hands. There was no point where I felt like I had expendable gear or ammo, and at no point did I feel like I had an advantage over the zombies. They did a really good job of keeping it challenging all the way through. This game is incredibly tense and atmospheric, yet simple and easy to pick up, and I really think if it wasn't for the Wii U itself being such a commercial failure, we might have actually seen a sequel. I think it's pretty refreshing being a slower paced, methodical zombie game compared to a lot of zombie games that end up just turning into shoot-'em-ups. I mean, it's at least cool it got ported to other consoles, even if it means the unique gameplay elements were lost, but I still think it's worth it to check out.